Well, the dream season has come to an end for Central Coast Mariners. It has been an incredible ride and such a shame that we had to end it in the first round of finals once again for 2 consecutive seasons. But overall, the bottom line is just, as a Mariners fan, a long-time Mariners fan, I'm just so proud of this team and what they have achieved this season. This, for me, though, has probably been the biggest roller coaster of a season ever as a Mariners fan. Seeing this team head into this season with, people once again doubting us, and probably rightly so. We do have to look back to Alan Stajic leaving the club. We know what he did last season, taking the Mariners to 3rd place and losing some key players. I mean, Danny De Silva, Gianni Stensness, Ali Kual, of course, heading overseas, and a blow early in the season to lose our top goal scorer from the previous campaign, Matt Simon. Look, the odds were stacked against the Mariners, and it meant that Nick Montgomery, who was coming in to his first gig as a senior head coach, had a big job ahead of him and gave plenty of debuts and put his faith in plenty of young players. And look, first of all, I just want to say a massive congratulations to Nick Montgomery and so much goes to him for having the guts and backing these young guys and picking out the right young guys and knowing that they were ready to step up to this level, because just about every single one of them performed, and all those young players did such a phenomenal job and should be super proud of the effort that they've put in and have made, fans like me who have been here for so long, made fans proud, man. Like, some of the performances that we've seen from these guys who were just teenagers were just incredible. And, especially after the last decade, at Central Coast Mariners, seeing the heart and spirit that these guys performed with week in, week out this season, it was quite refreshing, and it was really enjoyable to watch. Even in the games where we didn't get results, there was still so much, the fans were with the team the whole time. I do want to mention some of those guys individually. I mean, first of all, Max Ballard, Harry Steele, the 2 midfielders spring to mind, who got so much game time this season, of course, with Ollie Bozanic missing basically half the second half of the season. Stepped up big time. And we saw them mature, I think, gradually throughout the season as well. And we saw, especially towards the end, and I want to highlight again that the elimination final performance from Max Ballard, which was just incredible. It was his best game I've seen him play all season. And he was absolutely bossing it in the middle of the park. The exciting thing is as well, of course, who knows, which of these young guys might be moving on next season. Clubs from overseas, from Europe, might be eyeing them already. I mean, but it's exciting knowing that if they do stick around, they've already got a full season under their belts. I want to mention Jacob Farrell as well. Dan Hall, sort of his first full season as a starting centre-back for the Mariners as well. These guys now have this experience of what has been a pretty hectic year, not just for the Mariners, but for Royal A-League clubs, and we'll take that experience into next season. Jason Cummings. We do have to talk about Jason Cummings. I mean, what a fantastic mid-season signing. We needed to bring someone in. It was apparent. At the time, I did make it clear that I was questioning the decision. I thought we had that position covered, but I'm so thankful that he did come to the club and made such an impact, and he was fantastic for the Central Coast Mariners. Players like Marco Arena, Mateus Moresh putting in their shift up front. Benny and Kololo was just amazing. He was actually a really interesting story because for the first couple months, he took a bit of time to settle in, to be honest, Benny and Kololo, but especially that second half of the season, he was just unbelievable. He was untouchable for a few games there, and he had a great impact in attack as well. There's so many players that I'm going to miss, but again, honestly, there was so many games where it was such an overall, the team performance. There weren't any poor performing players. Whoever was stepping in, I talk about Lewis Miller. He was superb this season. Has he played his last game in a Mariners shirt? Quite possibly. Strong rumours linking him to MacArthur FC. But Storm Rue was fantastic when he came in. Kai Rolls, absolutely fantastic this year as well. And of course, Mark Birigidi. We know about Mark Birigidi. I don't have to say too much about him. He was just phenomenal once again. Probably one of the best individual keeper performances I've ever seen at the Mariners. I mean, it's right up there with Matty Ryan in the championship winning season for the Mariners back in 2012-13. So, look, that's enough about the players, but as a fan, it's been a crazy ride. We had some hectic games mid-season there. We know what happened at Melbourne City. I don't really want to go into it too much, to be honest. We had so many unlucky things go against us. Being the first team to play away to Wellington this season, it was so much, especially for a young squad. It was so much to go through, but to hold on and to make the finals was just incredible. Really, really incredible, and I'm so excited to see where this team goes in the future. And I want to round out this video by asking you guys a question. And where's, like, you know, whether you're a Mariners fan or not, where do you see the Mariners finishing next season? Because we saw heading into this season, despite finishing third, people still predicted us to, you know, even pick up the wooden spoon this season. Mariners have now had 2 consecutive finishes in the finals in the top 6. Where do people predict Mariners to finish now? Are people still going to write us off after 2 quite successful seasons? And again, this has been a successful season despite finishing 5th. Had the same points tally and scored more goals than last campaign. This has been a season of success, in my opinion, for the Central Coast Mariners, and the future is looking bright. But where do the Mariners finish next season? That's what I want to know. Guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. There is still plenty of more content to come here on the Coast Watch Football YouTube channel, so make sure you hit subscribe and hit like on this video if you want to show support. It does help me out a whole lot. My name is Lockie. This is Coast Watch Football. See you in the next one.